by Chris Doyle. Chris is a commentator on Middle Eastern affairs and the director of the Council for British Arab Understanding. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. What are you making of these quite remarkable events in Qatar with so many Islamic leaders all here within a week of that bombing of Doha?
It's a very strong, a very powerful demonstration of solidarity with Qatar, born out of an anger, a frustration that the major powers of this world, particularly the United States, are not prepared to hold Israel to account, both for its actions in Gaza, the genocide going on there, the settlement building in the West Bank that is deliberately designed to prevent any possibility of a Palestinian state, but also because Israel has shown a flagrant disregard for international law. It has attacked 7 Middle Eastern states over the last 12 months, 5 capitals of those states, including Doha. And at some point, there has to be a line drawn. It should have been done much, much earlier, of course, to say enough is enough. And I very much hope that this gathering in Doha right now is going to play a key role in doing it. And let me just stress this. It's very important what all these leaders are saying now, but it's also vital that there is a coherent, effective follow-up, that they hold that unity over the weeks and months to come, and that there really is sustained action to demonstrate that there is going to be a cost. There is going to be a cost to what Israel is doing, and that in particular, the United States and major European allies of Israel
Chris,
understand that cannot give it this unalloyed backing.
Chris, how can you actually impose a cost when you've got the biggest economy in the world having your back the whole time?
Well, I think it can be if you start, imposing sanctions, European sanctions and others, and travel bans. There is so much more that can be done, and we've only really scratched the surface of that. There is a toolkit that is traditionally rolled out when a state is in continual violation of international law, but there are many states that are reluctant to do it. And I think it's incumbent on those leaders today to put pressure on the other states who haven't done anything to say that you've got to step up. You've got to demonstrate that words lead to actions, because press releases and statements from press spokesmen just don't cut it anymore. So France, Germany, Britain, you've condemned this, but what are you going to do about it? How are you going to demonstrate that it's not going to be business as normal next week, that you're still going to be selling weapons or training Israeli soldiers, providing intelligence, in the case of Britain, assisting with overflights of Gaza? All of this has got to stop unless Israel starts getting into line with international law, stopping the genocide in Gaza, allowing aid into Gaza in a proper, unimpeded fashion. Because otherwise, the horror will not just continue, but get much worse.
Chris, just hold that thought, because Sultan Barakat is